Three words that describe the talent management exchange for me are intimate, enlightening, and fun.
Productivity, excitement, engagement.
Collaborative, educational, intentional.
Intensive, diverse.
Unique, for sure. I would say invigorating, for sure. And stimulating.
Effective, focused, and dynamic.
Intimate, lively, and productive.
What really drew me to the exchange was seeing the roster of attendees both this year and in years past. And for me, it was an opportunity to really exchange ideas and really learn from people that are very similarly situated at big brand organizations. Well, you know, it was also very interesting and different. They had a session with a jazz band, and what they did is they really weaved in some education content and some leadership development in terms of how a jazz band comes together and really plays music. It was, again, a good reminder and a fun way to bring an insight back to the NFL.
This is my third exchange, and I've just already signed up for the next 3. The reason I come back is because it is a small group, and because it is pre-qualified, and because the people who bother to come are the people who care. They're coming because they want to engage in these conversations. So whatever I have to spend to come here, time and energy and cost, doesn't matter. It's worth every penny.
What I found is that there's a real focus on sharing of information, sharing of experience. The presentations have been great, and the networking has been equally great. And the focus on really getting those one-on-one sessions, that's an interesting and unique aspect. In our field in talent management, it's a small fraternity of folks. It's nice to be able to come to something like this and be able to just talk about our craft and talk about our professional experiences, our challenges, and how we've overcome them. Each one of the presentations, I've taken away something, and I've been able to talk about that with the presenter afterwards. And I'm carrying those connections beyond this conference.
Everyone in the exchange are all here for the same reason. So there isn't a lot of fluff, there isn't any wasted time. You get what you want because it's focused, therefore effective.
I've been to a lot of conferences, conventions, exhibitions, shows, and basically it's collecting business cards. And you got 2 minutes with somebody, you get their card, they get your card, yada, yada, yada. There's no depth of conversation, there's no context put around anything. With this, you got 30 minutes, it's quality time, everybody wants to get what they need to get in that 30 minutes, so it's highly focused. Those meetings are extremely valuable, and they're worth their weight in gold as far as I'm concerned. So.
And one of the things that we realize is a lot of times we as companies invest in events where you set up a booth and you kind of hope that people come to your booth, okay? So it's almost like a crapshoot. You're gambling. Here, what I have found with IQPC is that I always come out of these events with solid leads. And that to me is the big difference. I rather invest and get a good return on investment. So that's why we're here for now the second year in a row. And we're going to continue to be, good, faithful sponsors. I've had nothing but a happy experience every time I deal with Alex and the rest of the team.
The IQPC team has been fantastic. I really felt taken care of.
Where there were changes in our meeting schedule, we had a quick replacement, or people had come to them and said, hey, I really want to meet with Degreed, and Austin and Delia, and then made it happen.
I love the format in that in just a short period of time, you literally can get to meet your colleagues and really get to know them. And I've met so many different people and intend to follow up with them and keep connected with them. I also like the format in meeting with the vendors because they were hand selected for me based on what my needs are. And when you go to conferences, you can do the round, go around and go to the booths and, put your card in and chat. But really sitting down and getting that quality one-on-one, I can say that of the 3 people I met today, 2 I have plans to do follow-up with. And that's tremendous, and that's going to be a big help to me.
So my roundtable was on analytics and talent acquisition, which is an area that I just have a lot of passion around, and I had a great group of folks who really participated. You learn from each other, which is what roundtables are supposed to be about, which was really exciting. We have follow-up calls that way, just based on some of the conversations we had at the roundtable. So that was really valuable for me, and I'm glad I decided to do that as a sponsor, to have that opportunity to have that interaction. I had no expectations. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. It was like, okay, we have these meetings, am I going to get anything out of it? I would definitely come back. Maybe I want to do a master class or a brainweave next and kind of go to the next level from the roundtable. Really have a little bit more time to connect with people who are interested in the topic. We will be back. Yes.
The session we had, the brainweave session, was one of the most collaborative sessions I have ever experienced. And in talking to the people that were in the room and thanking them for their input and participation, they all felt very similar, that it was a great session. It was phenomenal.
No question is deemed a bad question. No idea is deemed a bad idea. I think we are all coming together, irrespective of our backgrounds and our diversity of thinking, to try and solve for the same human capital challenges. And it almost feels like we're doing it for a higher purpose. So it's not just, well, how can I, be more effective in my job? It's more, okay, let's work together and brainstorm some of these ideas, because I think we're onto something. And having those opportunities, whether it be over drinks, whether it be over coffee, is where we're all kind of constantly seeking people out. And I really feel like I've developed some really great partnerships and networks as a result of attending this.
I would definitely recommend the Talent Management Exchange to a peer. You actually get to know other folks who are attending, rather than, in some very, very big groups, you don't get the same type of personal connection.
One of the things that we like about IQPC is the level of the audience and the targeting done. So we've come to several of these exchanges over the years and have found them to be very productive. So we measure return on investment by the ability for us to connect with senior level talent executives, be able to continue that conversation, and obviously close some new business and find new partnerships. And that's been a success for us. So we'll be back again.
I did CLO Exchange in Sarasota in April. We're already coming back to the CLO Exchange in San Diego. It's just a great format.